I'm YaYa, and welcome back to the Beginner's Playlist. Today we're going to be looking at light pads. If you don't know what it is, you're in the right place. It's a great invention. So we're going to use it to draw. So come on let's go start drawing. So whether you're brand new to watercolor or just want cleaner sketches and maybe symmetrical pots like me, without the stress, this beginner-friendly how-to will light the way, literally. So today we're going to talk about what is a light pad, criteria to look for when purchasing a light pad, and finally how to use a light pad. So what is a light pad, you ask? Well, last summer I was in a big box store and I wandered by this big stack of what they called light pads. And I had no idea what a light pad was. So I didn't buy one, and I'm glad, but I went home and did my research. So what you see here is my light pad, and it's not expensive. It's currently $19.99 on Amazon. And the thing you're looking for in criteria with these is how bright it is. So mine is 886 Deluxe. It's called LUX, and that is one of the brightest ones you can get. So why you need it that bright is you want it to show through heavy watercolor paper, your good one, if you're using your good watercolor paper, and that's what this one does. So I'm just going to show you a quick sketch here. This is a bear. It's not a sketch, actually. I printed it from the internet. And when I put this on here, if you'll notice, you can see through really good. So the hint to using these is you don't want to have an overhead light on. So I don't have an overhead light on. The window, however, right across from my desk is wide open, and it's a bright sunny day and I can still see. So what I tend to do is you can use your watercolor tape if you want to hold it in place better. I try to just hold it and center it. As you can see, there's a little more bottom space than top space. I'm going to slide it down just a little bit more. You want to make sure mommy and baby or your picture, whatever it is centered on there. And it's that easy. You just lightly draw the lines around. And I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing as I draw it here, but we have to take a little bit on the pause because we're missing one there. But what you come away with is, I'm going to turn this off just so you can see the drawing, is a very nice tracing. So one of my coming up projects is I want to paint a picture of our husky. So this is a challenge because it's dark, but it's on photo paper. So I did it just so you can see, and this was the tracing from it. And it came through pretty darn good. Here, I can turn this on again. Put that down, see if I can line it up again. About like that. And you can see through enough to see where the white is. And if I turn off my overhead light, which I turned back on so you can see better, you can see even more. So this one also has different brightness levels, different color tones. I tend to like that one and have it as bright as you can go. So I didn't have it as bright as you can go. One more. So there you go. You can do even dark through photo paper, through watercolor paper. And that's why you need the high lumens. Another quick example, this was a year ago Easter. It's my almost 5-year-old now harshest art critic. And again, I just took the actual photo and traced it and then painted it. So we've talked about where to find inspiration. As you can tell, this is that bear that I was just showing you how to draw, and I drew the whole thing, the mommy and the baby. What inspired this was out shopping, and there was a set of cross-stitch towels of 2 adult giraffes just from the neck up, and they had multicolored squares on them. Instead of just the typical brownish colored ones, they had yellow and red and orange, and I just like the creativity in that. And so I thought, I've always liked mommy and baby animals. Let's try it with a set of bears. So this was the outcome of that. And my critic that I just showed you said, make some more, YaYa, make some more. So I've been working on them. I did bunnies. They're cute. I think the bears are still cuter, but the same idea. I used the light pad to trace the bunnies and then colored it in. So again, think outside the box when you see inspiration. And the last thing I want to mention that I forgot to mention before is you don't have to buy a cordless, but this one is cordless and I really like it. So I can just whip it up here on my desk, set it down, turn it on and go without having to find the plug and plug it in and whatever. And it seems to hold a charge really well. I have not charged this for at least the last month, and you notice it's still working great. So cordless is the other criteria. Besides brightness, I like the cordless. And if you're interested in this one for cheaper on Amazon, I will put the link down below in the comments. And as always, if you want to give me feedback, what you'd like to see more of, I'd appreciate that. Next week is going to be on animals. Not my kind of, I call them camo animals, not that, but whimsical animals as well as more realistic animals. So we're going to have lots of videos to go with it. Today, there are no videos. You can Google if you want to see light pads, but basically, this is what I would look for if I was going to buy another one. The one that I passed up, I remember looking at it, it only had like 1200 or something lux, so you really do want a bright one or it's not going to show through. Thanks for joining me today for the lesson on light pads. I truly hope this encouraged you that sketching can be easy. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. And if you want to see when the next episode comes out, hit that subscribe button. It helps support the channel. So happy drawing and painting, all you wonderful folks that stuck to the end of this video. So as always, let's close with YaYa's Irish blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May your heart be light, your colors bright, and may you find joy and peace in the beauty that we create. Until next time, bye.